Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Kim and welcome back to Uncommonkim. So today we are going to be doing my autumn TBR. I can't believe we're kind of in autumn. Well, we are as of today, but I am super excited to be doing an autumn TBR. Autumn is my favourite time of year. I love Halloween, I love all things spooky, I love autumnal vibes, and autumn also means we're coming up to Christmas, which is a bit insane, but hey ho, it is what it is. So as always, I am going to be picking 5 books from my trusty prompt jar, and we will just see what we get. There's no guarantee I will read these. This is just something I like to do to give myself a little bit of structure or things to fall back on if I so need it. But as well as picking 5 books from here, we're going to be picking 1 book from a new jar. Hello to Bunny Jar number 2. This is the Yellow Bunny Jar. Now this has every single book on my shelves that I haven't read inside. I've written down every single one. I've put them into a jar because there are some books that I just won't read. So I feel like by forcing myself to read them, I can either read them or I can unhaul them. So we're going to start with one of these. So I'm going to pick one of these and then I'll pick 5 of the normal prompts. But just to get us going, let's start with one of these. There's so many books. I have no idea what any of this could be. Okay, interesting. We have One Dark Window. If you're a returning viewer, you'll know that this has been on one of my TBRs before, and yes, you'd be correct that I have still never read it. So it's One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, and it's very, very popular. Recently I've seen Jade from Jade Reads read this, and she quite enjoyed it, so it gives me hope. So, I don't really know what this is about, to be perfectly honest. A maiden must unleash the monster within to save her kingdom in this dark, lush, gothic fantasy debut. Yeah, I don't really know anything about it, apart from I believe it's fantasy romance, and I just heard loads of people really enjoy it, so I do actually want to get to this one probably this year, so hopefully during autumn I will read it. We can hope. Okay, now on to our standard prompt jar. We've got to pick 5. Let's see what we get. Oh, we have, ooh, that's a weird way to, what am I doing? We have, if it will focus, a sub box book. I have many choices. I'll have a look and I'll come back. Okay, so this was actually quite a easy pick. I have gone for The Undermining of Twyla and Frank by Megan Bannon. So in the month of September I read the first book in this series, which is The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, and I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4 stars, and this is the next book. We briefly met Twyla and Frank in The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, so I'm really excited to read this one. So this is the really nice Fairy Loot edition, which I pre-ordered, and it's really cute. But I believe this is equal parts cozy and spicy with a delightful friends to lovers fancy rom-com that's when Harry met Sally with dragons. So I'm really excited to read this one, and it does, the vibes in this does give me like spooky season autumnal vibes, so I am really excited to read this. I can't wait to be back with the characters, and hopefully we may even see Heart and Mercy while reading this, hopefully. Next one. Oh, going for the big one. Oh Christ. We're going like full magic. We have a book featuring elemental magic. Oh good god, I'm gonna have to have a look. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna be back into my epic fantasy moods soon, because as we come into like October, not so much October actually, November, December, cozy vibes, and that's what I kind of like to read, epic fantasy. So I'm gonna go with The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. As of yet, I haven't actually read any Brandon Sanderson this year, so I am excited to get onto this one. So this is the second book in the Mistborn Era 1 trilogy. As you can see, I have already started it. I read nearly 300 pages and I don't remember why I put it down, so I think I'm just going to start again. But I think within autumn, if not just going into winter, I will want to read this, as I will get back in that mood. I always find November, December, and then probably March and April, really random I know, is my epic fantasy kind of mode. As of like July through to October, it's very much like whatever's in the mood we go with, kind of. It happens every year. January I also end up reading, I don't read very much in January. January typically is like the month that everyone reads loads. I end up every freaking year reading like 1 or 2 books. I don't know why, but yeah, so I really think I will be in the mood for this, as I do just love Brandon Sanderson's writing. I get on really well with it. And I loved The Final Empire. Whether I might try and reread The Final Empire just to then go straight into this, I don't know. I do remember the plot of The Final Empire very well, so I might not need to. But basically in this we follow Vin, who basically finds out that she has like Mistborn powers, and she gets taken on by, I can't remember his name, gets taken on by a group of people to basically come together and go against the Empire, and it's a vibe. It's really good. The characters are amazing in this. The story is great, so I'm thinking this will work well. There is a lot of elemental magic, there's a lot of magic as a whole. The plot and the lore in Mistborn is mental, so it is a lot to follow. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for The Well of Ascension. Next one. Go for this one. Oh, I've got 2. I'll go for this one then. Ooh, we have, oh, if it will focus. Come on. I can never do this. There we go. A book you have never seen on booktube. Oh, good god, I'm gonna have to have a look. I will be back. Because we are obviously doing autumn, I have decided to go for a spooky thrillery book. So I've gone for Do No Harm by Jack Jordan. I have seen no one talk about this. I've seen people talk about his newer releases, but this is his debut, I believe. And I haven't seen anyone talk about this, so I was like, I'm gonna go for this one for sure. So, my child has been taken. I've been given a choice: kill a patient on the operating table or lose my son forever. I've saved many lives. Would you trust me with yours? Yeah, I'm quite intrigued by this. I've had this for a little while. I literally pre-ordered this when it came out, because I've got the nice like spread edges, and I've bought every book by Jack Jordan since, even though I haven't actually read any. So I feel like this is a good one to get on here, be a good one to read for spooky season. It's giving me the vibes of like The Chain by, I think it's like Adrian McKinty or something. It's giving me like those vibes where you have to kidnap a child in order to get your child back. So I think it's going to be very similar vibes, but I am still excited to read this one. And yeah, I haven't seen anyone talk about it. Second to last pick, we are going to go for an orange one. Ooh. We have a book you meant to read last year. I have a lot. I have a lot of books I was meant to read last year. Right, I'll have a look and I'll be back. Okay, so this took me quite a while to find a book. I don't know why, but I have gone for the Twyford Code by Janice Hallett. This is because I read The Appeal in December last year, and then I literally bought this book and the other one that comes after this. I can't remember what it's called, and I was gonna literally read all of them and I never did. So I'm gonna go for the Twyford Code, as it is quite a quick, easy read, as it is mixed media. So they have like audio recordings, and it's like all just done in like a very different way, and it's always kind of like a, can you crack the code before the book finishes? And I never can, because I'm really stupid when it comes to stuff like this, but I really enjoyed the aspect when reading The Appeal. So I'm really hoping I will love this, and I've been told her books get better the more you read them, so I enjoyed The Appeal, so I'm hoping I will really love the Twyford Code. And it's not that long of a book, so I feel like it'll be quite a good one, and it is a mystery, so it'll be nice for spooky season. Yeah, and I know that Meg from Megward Books absolutely loved this, so that makes me even more excited to read it. So yeah, the Twyford Code. And the final book for my autumn TBR, we have, let's go for this one. Ooh, we have Someone Else's Fave. Okay, so this is kind of cheating, but I know this is a lot of people's favourites, including Steph from Steph Loves, and it also is one of my favourites, and this is a reread, and that is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. This is the TikTok shop edition, which is really freaking cute. And I want to reread this before I go on to read The Cinnamon Bun bookstore, which has recently come out, and I really want to reread this first, just to get in the vibes. And I absolutely loved this when I read it last year. It was one of the best books of last year for me. It was cute and cozy, and I read it around November, so I'm thinking probably end of spooky season going into November I'll read this, and then go into the Cinnamon Bun bookstore, or maybe I'll do it sooner, whenever I feel like it. But I'm super excited to read this. So this is a romance set in a small town, where we have Jeannie, whose aunt gives her the Pumpkin Spice Cafe in Dream Harbour. So it's a chance for a fresh start from a very dull desk job. Logan is a local farmer who avoids Dream Harbour gossip at all costs, but Jeannie's arrival disrupts Logan's routine, and he wants nothing to do with the new upbeat girl, except he finds himself drawn to her. Will Jeannie's happily-go-lucky attitude win over the grumpy but gorgeous Logan? So it's basically like Grumpy Sunshine, but it's so cute. I love it so much. So yeah, definitely going to add this one on, because it is someone else's fave, but it also is mine. So this is my autumn TBR. So yeah, we've got quite a nice selection here. We've got a couple of fantasies, fantasy romance, a like thriller, mystery, and then just a normal contemporary romance. But it is quite a nice sized TBR, and we've got quite a few books on there I am really excited to read. So yeah, how exciting. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe if you are new. Let me know if you've read any of these or what you are planning to read for autumn, and I will see you all very soon for another video. Bye.